Hi, my name is Khalidah. This is my demo for Advanced Software Engineering Assignment Part 1. Um, I finished this form, but it's script. Um, I'm a MSc student, Information and Technology. Um, my version control is this. This is all of my commits. I have 30 commits. So this is my version control. I will show you now. This is my assignment part 1 repository. And I took the link, put the link here, and I took a screenshot and put the link also here. I have 30 commits as I shared here. I have 30 commits. Also, my first commit, it was on 9th of October, but to be honest, not at 9 a.m. I don't know when exactly. I will show you now because it's in another repository. I did many repositories, 7 repositories about before put my last repository. This is on 9th of October. My first commit here. I didn't use version control, so some students helped me to use it and to understand why we use it and something like that. So this is my first repository, and this is my first commit. It was on 9th of October, but not 9 a.m. I don't know when exactly. Maybe we can know from here. It's at 1:16 p.m. So also another thing to talk about is the date of first commit. I don't know is that right or not, but my first commit for my last repository is 22nd of November. Because I did the last repository, I put everything was right and no problems on them. So I found I have to do a new repository that there is no problems in it, and it would be good to show you my finishing on my assignment. User interface. So let's go to sorry. Let's go to my assignment and run it. So this is my assignment, and this is my GUI. I have a canvas here. It's a picture box output to draw, to execute all the commands here, and the cursor here on uh, its position. Its default position 00 or left, right, left up. Also, I have this program syntax. This is for multi-line commands or program writing a program here and executing the command. This is a command line to execute a command immediately. And this is the run to run the command, and the check to check the check the commands inside the program. Are they right or wrong? We will see that step by step. And also I have save, load, browse buttons to save, load, and browse for file. and to make it more exciting and interesting, I would here exit button when I press on it, so it will close my GUI program and return me to my code. So, uh, so now I put graphical output display, I put line command, I put multi-line input command, ability to run a program using run command or run button. Yes, that's really done. Yeah. So now let's go to command parser. Um, Read and execute a command on the command line. Show it's working. Yeah, sure. Where is mine? This is here. Let's uh, so read and execute a command on the command line. Okay, so this is my command line. Let's write maybe move to 100, 200 and enter. So my cursor is moved from default position and to this position, and we see here this cursor on the default position was removed and a new position was drawn here. Sorry about my English language, maybe sometimes not really good. Um, unit text, unit test, XML documents, and commit for command line, show testing running, show commits. So for XML comments and commit for command line, I did both of them. I will show you the commit I did. This is my, yeah, and this is execution um, execution method to execute a single command. Maybe I have this commit, and also the second commit is load a program to the rich text box. These both working together to first checking for valid code or valid command or valid program, then executing uh, after reading the command, executing it. So I will show you the code. So this is my commits, and I will show you the code. This is my code. This is my main program or main class. In this class, I have to display the canvas and the buttons, and also I use it to take a command from the user and pass it to the canvas, and it can also we can write a program, save it, load it from any other file. So in this class, I have the two methods. First of them, this method is to execute a single command from a program or command line. This method is not really um, just executing, it's also checking for a valid command and then executing. So if it's valid, it will parse parameter from the command and use the canvas object to draw the shape. So here I used this um, Boolean execution method, and it will take the um, string parameter. It's called command, and take this command to and um, use this line to make it in case insensitive case. That means to convert the input string to lowercase string to make it insensitive command, and then start to check if the command is valid or not, and then it will execute it, or if it's valid, it will um, execute it, or if not, it will return false. I use here a try catch exception to check for validation. Um, if parser is valid syntax command, here he will go to, or he will call the parser uh, command or the parser class here. In my parser class here, I used some parsing methods to parse and to checking for valid syntax. Um, Here first I took the string input, any input that the user put it, maybe a program, maybe a new line, or sorry, one line. I will take this input and put it as command dot to lower to make it insensitive input or insensitive command. Then I can parse it. Um First, here I use this method that's called get command type. This one is to just to take the first word of the command. Like when I write circle 50, it will take just the first word from this command line, and using this while loop, it will return for me my command type, and the while loop will stop um, iterating when it will see a space. That means the first word in my command line is finished, and this is return this for me my command type. After that, I see here in this method, I will start here to get all the arguments and the values and put them in a string array like this one. String array, it take the inputs and split it every space, like maybe like circle 50, it will take circle. This is maybe argument of 0, and 50 is argument of 1, because I have just two arguments here. I have the command type and my parameter is 50, and then return the command argument as a string array. Here I will see I did a method that give me a list of parameters. After the command type, I have the parameters. Parameters like what? Maybe here I put a public list string of parameters. So I have a list from string, it's a string type link list. It's called parameters, and using this getter to give me a list of parameters. First, I started here string commands, uh, get command argument. So from that method, I got the arguments here as a as a array, string array. And after that, when I split the argument to value and command type, now I want to take these values and split them and put them in a list. So how to do that? Like here, I have string value. It's another array for values. It starts from command one and split every comma. Uh, so maybe 50, I have 50 here, circle 50, so I have just one parameter. But maybe I have more than one parameter, maybe rectangle 30, 40. So I have two parameters, or maybe I have rectangle 30, 40, then pen, then black. I give a pen and command pen with my rectangle and then black, so it will take this parameter black also. So I have here three parameters. Um, Using list parameters, a new list, I started here to initialize my list, and then using for loop for I, this is for coordinates, just for coordinates. For I equals 0, I less than value of length. So the parameters will be added here. And when we finish, if the command of length more than 3, why more than 3? Because I used here, maybe I can write circle 30 pen black, so the length will be for the command will be over than 3, so the parameter here will put or add a command of 3. It's the color of the pen. And also if I want to use fill on, so the length of the command more than 4, though, so for that reason I will put the command of the fill on. It will take this on or none for to know is fill is working or I want it or not. And then here return the parameters. So this is my parser class, and here um, I have here public integer. This for give me the length of the my command argument length. I want really to know it to execute all of these above methods. So here is validating, checking for valid commands. Check is this command valid or not. So this is I used is valid syntax string input. So it will take the input as a parameter, and also using try and catch method. So for try here, I will take input also to lower, and then take the string of command here, not only for checking for just one command. We say maybe for a program, maybe for a command. So first I make a string array. It's called commands. This is will take the input and split it every new line. And maybe I have just one line, so it will take a string commands. It's just one one dimension array, or one what's that called? It's one object inside it because it's a single command only. And here I have the iteration loop. It's called for each string command in commands. So for each command in my command. So maybe here I have three lines. So I have three commands. So he for using for each will take each command and check for it. So here for if the command is not equal empty, or is not equal clear, is not equal reset, is not equal run, so we will here using string parts to split this command every space, and after that to check if the length equal to or 4 or 6. So if the length equal to, it will take the part of 0 equal move to, or draw to, or circle, or triangle, or rectangle. So here um, the string dot parameters, if they are one of from these command types. So here now I have to split the parameters into maybe one parameter I have, or two parameters, and then check if the parameter of length is one, like the circle, or I have the triangle, and or is equal to. The now he will use a try exception. So try convert the parameter to integer 32 format, or catch exception return false for any exceptions through true false. Also, if parameter length equal to, so he will it will here try to convert parameter of one and then catch exception return false for any exceptions, and here return false. And also here checking for a pen argument and for a fill argument. So for a pen argument, if the part of length more than two, it's really more than two, the parts. So it will take the part of two, maybe circle, 50 pen, um, red. So I have three parts. It's 50 and circle and uh, um, right. So it will take here part two of part parts of two if equal 10, and not equal part of 0 not equal move to. So why? So that's because it's not working with move to. So if part 3 equals black, or red, or green, this is part of a 3. So uh, just checking, or else return false. This is for a pen argument. And also I have for fill argument, it's checking it's more than 4, because maybe I will say here circle 30, maybe a pen green, fill in. So it will fill, it's used now here like 6 arguments. So it's more than 4. So it will check for part of 4, it's equal fill, or not equal move to, or not equal draw to. both of them. We don't need to use fill with them. Just they are uh, move to and to draw a line, move to and to move the cursor, so don't need fill. So if part 5 equals none or equals on, so it's okay, or return false. So that's everything. And now here I have the exception. After a try method, this is my exception. It's return false for non-valid commands. So this is my parser class. So this parser class will help my form 1 class to execute this command line and program execution in here. So I used here for now. Let's talk about command, just command line execution. So for command line, I used here documentation, and I showed you my all comments. Here I used to Boolean method for execution for for string command. So I will convert it to lowercase. We talked about it. If the parser is valid syntax command, so he will go and check in that method. We talked about them clearly. So here a try. If the parser, I will use a try catch method to check. We also talked about that. So it will here take the new command and throw it in a parser class. If the command equals run, so then execute run. It will using this command, it will and then write run in a command line. So it will use or execute rich textbook input or the program, or if use clear. So for that reason here, it will clear my canvas or my rich text or my sorry, um, my picture box, or if I use a command reset here, so it's just moving my cursor to 0, 0 without doing anything, without clearing anything. Also here, if um, my parser now is equal move to, so get command type. So he will take this method from the parser get command type, that will take just the first word from my command or commands, and it's if it's moved to, so it will execute this convert integer x integer y, and now canvas dot move to. And here I will see that my canvas class will help me to do that, and then we will talk about move to and etc. Also, like draw to, we will talk about it again. So this is my I did all of these. Else, if the for mm, get command type circle or triangle or rectangle. So the all of these uh, are my uh, commands. If this is my if the parser class, or if this is my condition, was if the parser, where is my, if the parser is valid syntax, give me valid syntax or give me true. So else, at the end of here, else he will give me a message box to show me that's invalid command. Please try again, and this I put this syntax error to describe my message box, and I will put this button OK to close it, and I will put this error as an icon. Also, after try, so catch exception, it will catch any exceptions. It will give me the same message box for invalid commands in the same design. So here, now at the end, it will give me the output, or this is my output would invalidate, and then return true if I everything is executed truly, and uh, exactly without any problems. So this is everything about my command line, and maybe I talked about many things, not just the command line. About the unit test, I don't know if that's right or wrong, but sorry. I used also, I will talk about that. I use the chat GPT many times to help me to, not really, really many times, because sometimes it give me something wrongs. So, but I use it sometimes to solve some problems. I use it very much to help me. I through the my code here, and I give him maybe help me to do my XML documentation, and he give me um, really good explaining about my code. So I read it, and he helped me maybe to understand more and more and more about my code. Really, really good. And then I used some maybe some sentences that I like them, and that they are really right, to put them in my XML documentation, because with if I didn't do that, so it's I need too much time to for my XML document. So for unit test, let's close this now. This. So I have a unit test. This is my unit test, but I don't know uh, is that enough or not. So um, I don't have a test for command line. I didn't know how to do it, but I used this method to test the. I put the test cases here, test for test unit, and I put the test cases here, right, like rectangle, circle 30 pen, fill on like this, and I try to use a validation to check to check if they are valid or or not. So, but I don't have a test for exactly for um, command line, and I will try to do it. Maybe they think that not help me to finish everything like this unit test. Maybe is my surgery, so I was not really well to 15th of October. So I put no, but I did the XML comments, and I did the comment, but and I have a unit test, but not for everything. Now, read a program in the program window and execute it with the run command in the line command. Okay, show the program with 5 commands at least to execute. Okay, I will show you. So this is my GUI. It's maybe write commands like move to 50, 70 and maybe draw a circle. Sorry, circle. No, it's wrong. Circle and 100 and then draw triangle 200, 200, sorry, 200 and then uh, draw two and then write like, sorry, the triangle I have just the size and I put the 3 point, we will talk about that. And I have here rectangle. Maybe 200 or 100. So now we want to execute this using run here, run, and then execute it. So it's executing here everything. Or maybe I will take this and see and then clear. So it's clearing everything. And I want to use the run button. So uh, it's running the command here. So this is sorry, this is how reads a program in a program window and execute it in a run command in the command line. Show the program, at least I showed that. Show in your code or how to achieve that. Now I will show you, but before that, and also I did XML document comments and commits for in running the program. Show tests. Also, I show you my unit test. So I didn't do the unit test for a program, running a program, and I will do it later. So I put no, but I don't know. Just the unit test, I didn't do it. And the commits, I will show it again. This is for executing, where is it? For load a program, executing a program, and that, as we said, it has also there is a connection between this execution method for checking syntax and this load a program of the range text box. So we will go to here to our form. Sorry, where is it? This one. So I talked about the command line, and now I will talk about here. I talked about here this button for syntax and this button for this text box key down. It's I used here the enter to execute the command line. Uh, I didn't want to use the run. I used the run button for the program, and I used the run command for the program, and I used the enter, pressing enter for the executing command line. And I have here, this is a button exit, as I said, to make it more uh, better and more interesting, just to make it to exit the application. We talked this about the execution command, and I here have another method. It's to execute a program. It's called execute run. So it will take the input, input the many lines, like 5 lines, as we said before, as we saw on the last program, using a try and catch. Try, check if the input is correct. Using parser is valid syntax input, so it will the parser will help us to do that. And then if it's okay, so he will go to string array to make a command and split them every new line. So I have here five 5 commands in this array for the last one, and for each it will take a line command from commands, and it will if the command is equal is empty, equal nothing, so continue, it's nothing, so execute command. It will go and execute command using parser class, and if there is any problem, checks, put message box to invalid program, and catch exception, the same thing. So this is my everything about. We will not talk about the parser class. We talked all about it, and it was clear now. So, uh, so this is everything also about my uh, program, or running the program. Now I have save and load program. So save the buffer program, clear it and reload it. So, okay, I will do that. Uh, Give me a minute, please. So, now uh, you told me here to save load program, save the buffer program, clear it, and reload it. Okay, so I will go here. This is my previous program, this one. So I want to save it. Save. This is like just say program, or call it maybe text, like this, and put it on a desktop or anywhere. File has been saved successfully. So I have to clear this, and I want to reload it. Go to browse, and this is mine here. This is text. Open it, and now load. So it will be loaded on the program syntax. Now, so I show you that unit test. I don't have XML comments and comment for saving and loading program. Yeah, I will show you saving and loading. I have save a program. I have load a program. So this for saving and loading program. And these on my Form 1 class. These are one of them for save and the other one is for where is save. This is for load. I used here the load button. I click uh, we check here for file exist as given path because the file dot exists because I want the file as a text file. So dot text. So read now the data inside it. Read all lines using open file dialog, that file name, and then string text. It's here join all the lines on and display it on the rich text box program. So here we'll take the we'll put the text after using this method for string join environment new line lines. So here just to join all the lines in my text to put them as a string text and now load them to uh, rich textbooks uh, to run or execute a program. So this is for loading a program and this one for saving a program. And also I did here all the documentations for saving. And now I will go to I will move to check for valid command. Show it detecting an invalid command. Exceptions should be used to report the error. Show in your code using test XML. Here I used unit test. I used XML and comment for invalid commands. Now let's take this invalid like this one. See and put it here. Let's remove these and here put it control V. So invalid command, please try again and maybe another this one. Security. The invalid command, please try again. Like here, move to 100. So also invalid command. So, so here's it said check for valid commands, show the detecting for invalid exception. So let's go to the code. We talked about it. We used for checking, or I did show you if I want to check, maybe here. I can take all of these and put them check. So there's an error in the given program. So this is also for using check syntax. So I have a button here. It's called syntax. And where is it? No, this is executing run. And this is for syntax. So I have here, if the parser is valid, so for the parser invalid the program, I have invalid the program, so he will give me all commands are right, and I will show you that. Else he will give me there are error in the given program and give me a failure. So if we go and remove this, circle 50 and 200, and now check. So all the commands written are written correctly. So and now in the parser class, I have the check, and we talked about it. So I don't need to waste the time to repeat that thing. So we used valid, and we used a try and try and catch exception. We will take the input, and if I have many commands, split it in using string array. It's called commands, and for each iteration loop, it's to iterate all the commands. Maybe I have here um, two commands, so I have two iterations for each command. First, circle 50, execute it and see if it's right or wrong. And also, the other one is move to 100 or extra. So I have here check if they are not or one of these. So it will take the parts, split them of the command, split them if they are not, if they are 2 or 4 or 6. Now, if I have moved to draw to circle, triangle, rectangle, so I will use part 1, split them, and then check the parameters here. If it's 1 or 2, now convert them to integer numbers and catch exception or through exception through false if there is an exception, and if the link to also convert it and check it, and then check for pen, and then check for move to, so and fill also, sorry, for pen and for fill, not move to, and that's it. And then here catch exception, return false. So that's everything on my uh, syntax. Also, I have a comment. It's, uh, this is the to check the syntax and the structure of each command to ensure they are adhere to specific format. So this is my syntax. Also, let's return here. You have unit test, yes. Here, yes, I have a unit test. I show you everything about a valid and invalid and unit test. So I will just check the unit test. And let's close this first. And I show you this is my unit test. And in my unit test here, I have to take these um, test cases and to check if they valid or not. It will give me using assert a command to give me is it true or not, and then here to check if they are invalid. Also give me it's false, and then here I loaded a simple program and then checked it if it's true or uh, uh, if after loading it I used this stream reader to read the file text, and then here just to read it, and here the result if parser if is valid syntax for the reader. So give me the result is true using assert line. So this is check um, for syntax. I will show you run all tests. So here they are all passes, all tests are working. Now here, check for invalid parameters like this circle X. Okay, let me open it again. So it will give me invalid command, and let's check the others using a program like this here. Go here, yes, there, check. So there is an error in a given. So here also this one is working, and I show you the unit test, you the command and comment for valid and invalid for validation. So it's working. Now I have basic drawing commands. Move to X, Y. I have the cursor to show it moved. You don't have, you will have, I have, but you then have to use a drawing command to show if it's moved. No, I have. So we showed this many times, and I will show it again. To 200, and this is the moving cursor. Now, again, unit test for moving. I don't have a commit. I have commit for moving. I will show the comment. I will show the documentation. So, moving. So this is move to method. Inside the canvas class. It's not a class, but it's inside a canvas class. Canvas class, it's for everything about the picture books, everything about the output. I put it in a canvas class, and I will show you. This is my canvas class. It's here. And it's here. And I here um, started by talking about here. I have graphics, G for I have this object to draw different shapes. I have X position, Y position, X, Y coordinates for my cursor. So I talked about my cursor first here, how to remove cursor, how to draw cursor, this method, how to save state cursor before returning or moving to another space. Uh, so this method is move to method. Remove cursor. This is removing load location or old location and restore the canvas. So here, where is the remove cursor? This is remove cursor method. This is used to remove cursor and restore the points where the cursor was on. So using this for I equals 0, I less than 10. Why it's less than 10? Because I use here, I initialize my cursor as a color two-dimensional array. It's 10, 10. That's why my cursor is a little bit big. It's like a small square, but that's because I want to show to see it better than I want to put it small. So here, that's why I put here 10, 10. This is nested loop. Inside this nested loop, I use a try catch exception. In the try, here, this line set the pixels at x plus I, y plus I on the bitmap to the color values on cursor ij. So this to restore the original color of the canvas and remove the cursor from that place. And so that's return to move to, and then change the location of the cursor position to X and to Y, because in a public move to a method here, I have two parameters. I need two parameters. I want to know the x-axis and the y-axis for where I want to move. So I want to change the x position and the y position for the cursor to this new x and y. And now save and then draw the cursor. What's this save? This save and cursor, save this one. This is to help me to save the pixels of that location where the cursor was on now, is on now after drawing. And then I want to draw the cursor shape on that place. So this save, it's for I and j nested loop less than 0. So the cursor of ij equal bitmap x of y. So here I will store the pixel of the currents y x plus I and y plus j in cursor of ij, or cache exception cursor of ij equal dim gray. This is the default color for my canvas. And then after try this, after putting or storing the pixels of the current position in cursor ij, so now I want to draw the cursor. How to draw it? Also for ij nested loop for all the pixels of my cursor. If I equal 1 and j equal 1, continue. So this is for the center of the cursor. And it now here is how to draw bitmap dot set pixel of y and xo plus I and y of j color of red. I chose here red. And if I have exception, do nothing. And that's everything about my move method. Now let's go. I used everything about commit, move to command, XML document comments, but no unit test. Now draw to, showing the code, okay. Draw to 200, 200, yes. And draw to 200, 200. Now a line is drawn for me. So this is working. I have XML, I have draw to command, I have a commit, but I don't have a unit test. So I will show you the commit first. This is the draw to method. This one is the draw to commit. And this is on the canvas. Also, this is my draw to, this one. Also, it will take X position and Y position and the pen color. As a default here is black, or I can change it. So here if pen color equals red, so pen dot color red, or else if pen color equal green, so pen dot color equal color dot green. So here I can change the defaults. So I didn't use for this. I didn't use a color class or a color method. So I use it inside the draw to, or inside the circle, or inside the rectangle or triangle. So I didn't use even the pen. So here I want now to remove the cursor from the old location and then draw line, G dot draw line. So here I will use these graphics to draw a line by using pen, uh, X position and Y position from here to X and Y, new X and new Y. Now change the location to new X and new Y. Why? To save the cursor and redraw it using these methods. I will not talk about them again. So this is for draw method. Now I have, this is draw, it's okay. Now I have a clear command. I have a clear command, yes. Also, I don't have unit test. I have a comment and I have uh, draw something, then clear it, draw it again to show the cursor pen hasn't moved. Okay. So I draw here this. So now I will use clear. So and then enter. So here the cursor it didn't move and the drawing line is gone. So that's it. And then my comment clear, clear, not here. Mm, this is clear. To clear the canvas or the picture box. So this is a clear method, and I will show you the clear here. Um, this one. It's called clear. So just I use this method g.clear color dot. I will just to clear it, I will put it in the default color for the bitmap for the picture box and save the state before cursor. So this will use to put the cursor where will be draw and don't move it, and then it will move the cursor to initial position if I want to move it to initial position. So move to X position, Y position. So now uh, reset command. Reset command, no, this is, let's draw maybe circle here. Circle. 100. Yeah, 100. So this is my circle. And now I say reset. So it will put to return my cursor to its position, but leaving the circle without removing it. So this is the reset. And unit test, sorry, no, here, not, I don't have unit test, but I have XML documentation, I have comment. So this is here. In this method, I use it with execution align. When I said here by execution, a command line, where is it? This is execution for a command line, execute. And here when I say if it's equal, the command equal reset, so canvas move to 0, 0, just that's it, without removing anything. So this is my method. And then now rectangle command, it works. Show the code rectangle 50, 100. Control V, rectangle 50, 100, enter. So, oh, I want to move it now. Move to and then move. So this is my rectangle. Now, here I have this. I did it. Show it's working. Show the code. Also, I have everything. Just the unit test. Uh, this is where is this is my I have shape interface class, and there is abstract class inherited from shapes, and then I have my classes circle, rectangle, and triangle. So this is mine. rectangle class. Let me show you. This is my shape class. Let me first show you my shapes. This is shapes. This is the interface class. It's called shapes. This is this method to draw any shape. So this is the first point or the entry point for or the interface for the shapes or shapes class. And so I have this inheritance class. It's the parent of the circle, rectangle, triangle. So here I put the or I use the color, the x, y coordinates, the shape. So it's inherited abstract class, inherited from shapes, the interface class. I have here protected color. So I have the to uh, to initialize the color of the shapes. Also, I have to initialize integer xy. I used here protected to be accessible to I can or this class and the inherited or and the subclasses can use these variables. Here I have the public shape color integer x integer y. So this is the constructor for the shape class. So here I have the attribute for the color, for the x, for the y, and then here I have abstract void draw graphic. This for this method is to draw the shape, but it's not drawing anything in this class. It's just use it to the subclasses will use this class to execute their drawing. So I have here also public override string to represent the shape as I like to represent it. I have rectangle here. Look here, the rectangle is inherits from shape class. It's the parent class. This one with the color, with the positions, and this one inherited from the face class, interface class. So I have here width and height. So also I have the constructor of the rectangle, the color, the x, the y, integer width, integer height. So I have color x, y, integer width, integer height. And this is uh, this is it's um, how to say that. So this class or this rectangle has a color, integer x, y for position, and the width and height for to draw the triangle. And this in color and x and y, it's going from the base from the shape class color x minus width over 2 y minus height over 2. Why this is width over 2 height over 2 and x minus and y minus, just to make the rectangle at or just to make everything at the center or be perfect. So the cursor will represent in the center of the rectangle. So here I have this this width field and height field, and then here I have to override and draw graphic from the shape class and use pen, a new pen color, and this is the uh, width or the thickness of the pen, and use solid brush to so the pen for the outline pen and the solid brush for the fill. So I have to draw maybe using fill rectangle. B is for a solid brush, X, Y, width and height, and draw rectangle using pen, X, Y, width and height. And this one dispose is to just to release uh, the resources or the inaccessible resources uh, or for the pen for these objects pen and solid brush. And here I have the method for draw field and the method for this is draw field. Take the parameter or the as or take the object graphics as a parameter using the solid brush to fill the rectangle. And here this is the draw outline just to draw using the pen to draw the rectangle. And here I will use this return a string method um, using right like rectangle and the width and the height of the rectangle. So that's it. Also, this is my rectangle. So this is my rectangle and now I don't have unit tests. I show you everything about the comments in the circle, rectangle, triangle. So I will show the codes only. And here circle 50. Also, I have XML documents. I have comment, but I don't have unit test. So I will show you the rectangle, the circle and the triangle comments. And for the circle, we did that, but it's okay. So the circle 40 is drawn here and maybe move it's here. My cursor is here. So I have now to maybe move it a little bit above, move to uh, to so this is here. Now I can say triangle 50 maybe, and this is triangle here. So to show you the codes for the circle, this is my circle shape. It will take the radius here, integer radius, and then the instructor class for the circle, color X, Y, and radius from color X, Y, and then use an overrided draw method using here integer half radius. It's radius over 2. Just that because we want um, to um, we want to make everything, or to make the drawing in the center, or the sorry, to make the cursor in the center of the drawing. So this is I have the pen here. It's a new pen, and the color and the um, width of the color of the pen, and I have solid brush also. And I have here fill ellipse B, x minus half radius, y minus half radius, radius. It's to draw the fill the ellipse, and uh, I have draw the ellipse. So it's just to draw the outline. So it's take the pen color with the width and the radius, and then use this pose to release the annexes resources. Here, the methods are declared. It's draw field method or draw field method, and outlined method for drawing the circle. And here it's to represent the circle as a string comment. Also here I have the triangle. This is the triangle shape. Use the size here, and from this size we are drawing 3 points. Here I have the constructor class, color integer x, integer y, and integer size, and I will take it, the color x and y from the base class. Here I have the draw graph. I have here the pen, and I have the solid brush, and then uh, here I have integer x variable and y variable. It's x minus half size and y minus half size, and then draw the points. It's array. It's called points. And it has 3 points: point of 0, point of 1, point of 2, and did all of these to draw the fill polygon, uh, B with points, and draw the polygon pen with points. And I have here this method to draw filled, and I have this method, the same thing like rectangle and circle. Use the solid brush, and I will declare the points, point 0, point 1, point 2, and then call the filled polygon command to um, draw the triangle, sorry, the rectangle. And here I have a draw outlined to draw just the outline triangle, and I have here the representation of the triangle shape as a string comment. Uh, Now, so that's it. I did all of these without the unit test. Color command, and the color command and fill, I use them um, inside the shapes, inside the like we said, inside the circle, inside the triangle, inside the rectangle. So I can uh, show you now. We use them, but also XML documents I have comments, but I don't have a unit test, as I said before. So um, I can show you the last thing. This is for color and fill. Maybe I want to uh, move to first 50, 50. Sorry. Oh, sorry. So move to 50, 50. And then I want to write maybe outlined circle. So circle 70, and then maybe pen. Maybe I want now green. Sorry, I forgot something. So I will uh, for uh, this for the pen and for the fill, I have to give X and Y position. So circle maybe 70 here, 70, 70, and pen green, and then enter. I will see here I have this green outline circle. So if I move to 100, 100, and then I want to uh, draw a circle, sorry, circle 60, 60. I will give the XY position to fill correctly or to outline correctly. I have here pen, uh, maybe red, sorry, fill on. So this circle, it's red, filled on red like this. So I can also maybe try another thing. Um, I have here, this is the fill to draw a filled rectangle and non-filled rectangle. I did it, and I have here color to draw something black and something red. We did all of these, but I don't have a unit test. I have a comment, I have everything, and I showed you that. Now I have here the facilities use and libraries. I didn't use so um, non-standard libraries. I use C# library. I used YouTube and Google search also for looking for more information about the C#. About I have excellent information about C++, assembly language, and when someone have information about or knowledge about language, it's easy to learn about another language quickly. So YouTube really helped me to teach about to learn, sorry, about C sharp and also how to use Windows Form, um, how to do um, or how to program it, and also Doctor, your lectures are really, 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 really useful, and that's the first thing that I used or the first thing that I watched that helped me very much. But sometimes I need to go to the YouTube to know more information about something specific thing. So I use it. Um, Also, I use ChatGPT that helped me sometimes when I write something in my codes, some error happens, so I sometimes took the error and uh, uh, I want sometimes more information about this error, how to solve it. Sometimes it's okay, it's giving me information. Sometimes no, unfortunately. But it's really helped me to write my documentation. To be honest, I didn't write them by myself, all of them, but I read all of them. I how to do that? I something like this. I can show you here, maybe here. And sometimes I give him the maybe like this one, the test one. He gave me uh, more information. I tell him explain it for me. He gave me more information about it. What's this and something like that. And I use here their test correlation check the invalid text method for both valid and invalid individual command. So these, I write some of them and I like them and I will take them copy and paste in my documentation. So this is from not everything, not really helpful in this assignment, but sometimes it's working. To be honest, I didn't work um, uh, by myself. Sure, I used ChatGPT, I used YouTube, I used my lectures. This is the first thing to do. I used my lectures and YouTube to make my assignment. It took too much time, but also to be honest, and I wrote that here. My husband, he's a PhD student at University of Leeds. He has he is he's now studying or working or information of nano things or uh, working about something like that. So he's used many mathematical models or uh, programming language to solve his issues. Um, Also, he has mm, too much knowledge about the programming languages because he's a teacher at University of Mosul in my country, Iraq. So he helped me very, very, very much. He gave me sometimes informations. Taught me sometimes, and sometimes he gave me um, thoughts to do something, don't do something, this is right, this is wrong. So he helped me to finish my assignment, and that's it. Uh, so I hope everything will be good. Thank you, doctor, for everything, for your help, for your information that you give us every time. And thank you for your good and hard job.